How's it going, everyone? Happy Sunday. I hope weekend's been great, and obviously Monday tomorrow, I hope the start of your week is even better. This is a bit of a, more serious video than I normally do. What I want to talk about is social media scammers. If anyone follows my Facebook page, Special Needs Parents UK, they'll see that I'm always commenting on these support groups about scammers who are on there. Scammers who are stealing other people's photographs. And some of them, they'll put like people's pictures, people's profile pictures, and people have got a t-shirt on or whatever, and they put an AI image across the t-shirt and then advertise it as if it's their design and trying to get people to click on links to buy it. These links are dangerous. They take you to scam websites where they can steal all of your financial information, because you put your credit card details in thinking you're going to be buying this t-shirt to support this cause or support awareness of this condition, and that's not the case. Because a lot of these groups are public and they're very accessible for just literally copying people's pictures. It's as simple as you literally just hold the picture down, right click and click save external, and you've got that photograph then. There's a lot of scams going on with it, a lot. But there's something I noticed, and I think it's a lot more subtle. I might be being paranoid, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I'm just going to change lanes here real quick. Slow lorry in front of me. But yeah, I'm not paranoid, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, I'm not thinking that everyone's out to scam you. But there was just something I noticed, and it's a subtle one, and for me it is a bit of a concern. Now, on these support groups, shall we say, they are initially meant to be support, but they've been hijacked by a lot of scammers. They're putting a lot of spam stuff on there, for example, the autism one. Now, it seems to be a lot of drop a heart, or drop a blue heart, drop a red heart if you love someone with autism, which is fine. Okay, it's fine to ask stuff like that. But then, it's also it's repetitive. It's to get to see who's more engaging. And as I say, if it's just oh yeah, we'll just put a like to say you support someone else, that's fine. Put say thumbs up, or say I do whatever, if you care for someone who's got a special condition, that's fine. But when it's constant and it's of the same people that are doing it on multiple different accounts, multiple different groups, and I did notice this, so that got me looking at the people who are always saying drop a heart, say or like or share. No, it's never share actually. It's mainly just drop a heart, it's drop a comment, like, share. So notice the same sort of names and profile pictures are popping up for the people doing it. And as I say, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, well, that's so bright. It might just be genuine, but then I noticed other things from the same names. They started asking share a traditional children's name that you love or means something to you. So people are putting the names of their children, because traditionally you're on a special needs site or whatever, you're going to put the name of your special needs child. A lot of them was. Again, might be normal, might be completely innocent. Someone just wants to get a nice name of someone. But then that same person was posting that same comment in multiple groups, and a lot of people commenting, with their child's name. Oh, my child's got a beautiful name, and it's this, and don't belong, some of the names are beautiful. But then I was thinking, with this, you're posting, it could just be for engagement, because some people do that just to get engagement to boost their page or whatever. But then I got a bit more personal, and then I got what is the age of your child with special needs? And And on different pages it was different. Like, what is the age of your child with autism? What is the age of your child with ADHD? A few different pages, same person, same question. And then people commenting, saying, my child is this age, my child's that age. So I thought, wait there. So they're trying to get engagement from a lot of people on these special needs sites. Then they're asking for names. And then they're asking for ages. So I thought I'll look into it a bit more, And then if you go back on certain profiles, you'll actually see they're also asking what country you're in, what state you're in, how many children have you got, and which ones have autism. Now, don't get me wrong, I could be paranoid, as I say, but I'm not a conspiracy theorist. Now, these same profiles have now got your child's name, your child's age. Yeah, sorry. Don't let something in my mouth. Yeah, so your child's name, your child's age, where you live, what state you're in. Probably got your child's profile picture because people put pictures of their children on these sites. And then, if you look at some of the questions, they just seem to get more and more and more personal. Like, what is your, autistic child's favourite toy? What is your autistic child's favourite colour? And again, it could just be someone's just trying to be nice and trying to be, genuinely, I want to speak to people and just engage with them. But there's a lot of the same people asking a lot of personal questions where they can gather a lot of personal information on multiple sites. Now, I never ever comment on these. I just read them. I never comment on them. I never like them. Never share them. I just read them. Because I don't want anyone knowing all my personal information. A lot of people on these sites also have their full name, first name, second name as well. So again, you've got your full name, you've got your child's name, so you've got your child's full name because your surname tends to be the same as your child. You've got your child's age, you've got your home state, so your child's home state, country, favourite toy, favourite colour, even favourite foods. That's a lot of personal information being asked by the same group of people, same accounts. Now, I'm not going to tag the accounts, I'm not going to tag their profile names and that, because I think it could just be genuine, someone literally just commenting for the sake of being nice. But I don't know, for me it seems a little bit personal. Like, if I was directly telling to you and say, right, can you give me a special name? You're probably going to give me your child with special needs' name. I've already got your full name and address. Well, your full name. I've already got potentially where you live. But I want to know your child's favourite colour. I want to know your child's favourite food to eat. I want to know your child's favourite toy. Now, if I was to ask you all them questions directly now, what would you say? Would you say, no, go away, that's my private information, that's personal information? Would you say, oh, get lost, you weirdo, and block me? Or would you tell me everything I wanted to know? All that personal information about you and your child? Because if the answer is no, you wouldn't, well, for a lot of people you already have. Seriously, just think about what you're putting. I'm not trying to make people paranoid or worried about online, but as I say, there is a lot of scammers, and they're getting a lot of information off people, from doing that. And the whole T-shirt thing I was talking about, where they're stealing people's profile pictures, putting images across, and putting T-shirt links to these fake T-shirt websites. What information have they got off you then? So you just put your bank details in, or your credit card, bank card, whatever details in, to try and buy a t-shirt. Think of all that other personal information they've got from you, potentially. So when you see someone putting these scam pictures up and saying, oh, like with links and stuff like that to purchasing things or whatever, just have a look at what else they've asked, and have a look at what else you've told them. Please be safe online. You know, what's all I want people to be safe in life, feel happy in life. I want our children, our special ones in our lives, to be safe and happy and get on with their lives in peace and happiness, as I say. And sometimes people don't want that. Sometimes people want completely the opposite. You know, they want to scam you, they want to rip you off, they want to steal everything you've got. They've got no morals. So just be careful what you're putting online. Please don't put so much personal information to people you don't know. I know that sounds like a bit of a, you know, a worrying sort of video I've made. It's not my usual video, but it was just concerning me. I mean, you know, some of the comments I put on the scammer picture ones. So every time I see a scammer picture, as I say, on Special Needs Parents UK Facebook page, I always comment calling them a scammer. I always will, because I want people to see that comment and not risk being, obviously, you know, like ripped off or conned. But then what usually happens is once I've commented, I get blocked from that picture. It's still there, they just blocked me, so I can't comment on it. Now I have multiple accounts. I have a personal private accounts as well, and obviously my wife and, you know, my adult children, they do as well, so they can actually go on and see, and the picture's still there on a lot of these groups. Luckily the comments I've made are still there as well, so the posts aren't getting taken down, they're not getting deleted. I send it to the admins of the sites all the time to report it to the admins, and they don't do anything about it, they just leave it, you know. So really, please be careful, especially on public groups where there's no proper privacy, where, as I say, the admins are not protecting you. Please don't be put off going on support groups, even the ones that are on asking all these questions, but there's genuine people on there that do care and do offer support and advice, and are looking genuinely for kindness, you know, from each other. So please don't be put off and think, I don't want to join any of that just in case. That's just me making a long rant video, a long one actually, by the way, but yeah, it's like nearly 13 minutes long so far. Just saying, be careful online, be careful with your privacy, be careful with your photographs of your special people. If you do join these groups and you are willing to put pictures of your children on, you know, just, I don't know, maybe put like a watermark on them or something to protect that picture, you know, something like that. Or, I don't know, or just don't put any on if you don't feel comfortable to. When I put videos and pictures of my son on, because he's my son, and as I say, I want to raise awareness of his condition and what he goes through and stuff like that. So I do put pictures of him, and I'll put his first name, but I'll never put my full name, my wife's full name. I will never tell you properly where I'm from, and I will never tell you any personal information about my son. So yeah, please be careful online. And, you know, remember the it's called Crime Watch UK years ago. If you're watching from the UK, please don't have nightmares. Anyway, have a good evening, everyone. Sorry for the long rant video, but I thought it was something I needed to say. Thanks for watching, everyone. Next video is going to be a happy one. See you in the next one.